Good evening, good afternoon. This is your girl Jody. ASMR. And tonight I am in my pajamas. Well, not really. I mean, I have like clothes on underneath, but I got chilly, so I figured I would put on a robe. Seemed like an appropriate day. It's kind of rainy outside, and I don't know. It's one of those chilly days. My glasses. I love my glasses. Well, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can. It is not a requirement to enjoy, though. So, I'm gonna do a Kokology. I got my book. And this is just kind of like an insight into yourself. So let's just start with the deep in the mountains. The mountains and the sea. Nature is a power that draws us to her. After all, we are all nature's children, born into the world and fed on her bounty. No matter what marvels technology may develop, getting back to nature lets us feel truly alive. Medical science may have advances, but the best medicine will always be nature. Own healing power. Own healing power. Your next journey will take you back to that green world, and what better setting for you to rediscover your natural self. So if you want, you can get a piece of paper and a pencil and write it down, or just close your eyes and relax. So number one, you have set off to climb a mountain in search of a fabulously rare stone. What is your impression of the mountain as you stand at its foot? I'll give you a minute to think about that. Is it overwhelming? Is it beautiful and strong? Is it jungle-like? Is there many obstacles you might have to face? Things like that. Describe its size, weight, and value. Describe its size, weight, and value. Number 4. And don't judge me, because I'm in my robe. Number 4. Now it's time to come down from the mountain and return home. What parting words do you have for the mountain, and what is its reply? What does it say to you? What does it reply? What does it reply? We're doing Kokology. When you're ready, I'll tell you what all that means. The key to deep in the mountains. The mountain that looms before you represents your father or a father figure in your life. In psychology terms, the zone you seek symbolizes abilities and strengths you must discover within yourself on your journey to adult independence. So number 1, your impression of the mountain shows the images you have of your father. Was it difficult and unforgiving, gentle and exactly what you're expecting, or easily conquered? Or did you have an idealized image of a magnificent peak that somehow seemed to welcome you and encourage you in your quest? Number 2. What does it mean? What does number 2 mean? This stone you are searching for represents your as yet undiscovered talent or strength. Your response to this question shows whether you will ever realize that untapped potential. People who say they keep searching for the stone no matter what tend to show the same persistence and determination in their own lives, never giving up even when effort seemed fruitless. Those who said they call it quits for the day but come back again to continue the search are the type who pace themselves, spreading their efforts over a long period of time. There are probably more than a few late bloomers in this group. If you picked number two. How about, oh yeah, let me finish number 2. I'm sorry. People who gave up looking for the stone altogether are in danger of never fulfilling their true potential. So just be careful. I mean, this is just for fun. You will go through phases in life, and sometimes, honestly, there are things in my life that I've given up on because after starting it, I'm like, this is resistant. Somebody said to me there's a difference between assertive and aggressive. And it's true. Number 3. Now we are on number 3. The way you describe this stone shows your feelings of self-worth. How big and heavy was it? And what did you think of its value? Oh, about $20 or so. That's not much of an appraisal, is it? It turned out to be a huge diamond worth millions. Hold on now. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. So if you value yourself very low, you would have valued the gem at a low price. But if you valued it very high, you may be overvaluing yourself. So maybe you have a little ego that needs to be brought down. That's what I'm guessing. It doesn't really clarify. Number 4. Your parting words to the mountain reveal what you have always wanted, but never been able to say to your father. The mountain's reply shows your idea about his feelings for you. Do you recognize any of these patterns? Here is an example. Let's say you said thanks for everything, and the mountain replied, take care of yourself. Did you have that kind of ideal exchange, or did it go more like this? You say, well, it looks like I'm finally through with you. The mountain says,